Hello and welcome. In this video, let's take a look at packet sniffing using ARP NG. Packet sniffing is an essential tool in network security, allowing you to capture and analyze network traffic. One of the tools commonly used for this purpose is ARP NG, which is a part of the aircraft NG suite. So, below is a step-by-step guide on using ARP NG for packet sniffing on Kali Linux. Understanding packet sniffing. Packet sniffing involves intercepting and logging traffic that passes over a digital network. Network administrators use it to monitor network performance, and security professionals use it to detect unauthorized activities or breaches. It is also used for troubleshooting network issues. An introduction to AeroDump NG. AeroDump is a packet capturing tool for wireless LANs, local area networks, and it is a part of the aircraft NG suite, primarily used for capturing raw 802.11 frames. And this network is analyzed using Wireshark, which is a software in Kali Linux, which is used for analyzing the packets which are captured and monitoring and logging wireless network traffic and capturing data for further analysis. So this is a brief photo or illustration of how network sniffing works. So it is used to identify root causes, and the network sniffer taps into the network, and there are data packets which are sent from the system to the network and to the server. So we will need to analyze each and every data packet and make sure that there is no malware, or there is no vulnerability in that kind of vulnerability in the data which is getting transferred from the system to the Wi-Fi or the server or the network. So we just analyze all of the data which is being transferred using Wireshark, and if there is any kind of vulnerability, we just start patching it. That is what an ethical hacker does. And after this, open up your Kali Linux, and I'll show you how to turn on the monitor mode and start using the AeroDump NG. So here you can just read the disclaimer. This course is for educational purposes only. The techniques and tools taught in this course should only be used with explicit consent from system owners. The use of these tools and techniques for any unauthorized or illegal activity is strictly prohibited, and we do not condone illegal or unethical behavior and will not be held responsible for any misuse of the information presented. So by enrolling, you agree to use the information in ethical and lawful manner. So before I start this packet sniffing, you just cannot go ahead and take the details of your neighbor's Wi-Fi without their permission, because it is illegal. So yeah, we'll just be using it for our own testing purposes, and I'll be using my Wi-Fi to run all of the attacks. So open up your terminal and follow the commands. I've connected my network adapter right here, and you go ahead and connect yours. Mine is Atheros UB93. I'll just zoom in. So you just need to turn on the monitor mode. So just follow the commands. You can just type airmon ng start wlan 0. Start wlan 0. So I think it'll just turn on the monitor mode, and let us type iwconfig. So yep, it is in mode monitor, and after this you just need to type aerodump ng wlan mon 0, which starts the aerodump ng or mon 0. Let us type mon 0. Okay, sorry, we can type wlan 0 mon or wlan 0, whichever is our network interface name. We no such device found. I think it is wlan 0 mon. Okay, these are the few errors you will find in Kali Linux, but that shouldn't stop you from attacking or testing a network. So these are the different kind of Wi-Fi connections around me, and this is mine virus. There are few clients connected, like my computer, the Kali Linux operating system, or the Windows 10 host operating system, and my phone is connected and my TV is connected to this. And you can take a look at the details here. So the BSS ID is the MAC address. I'll just control C. We'll just quit and we'll just analyze what is the BSS ID, and PWR is for power beacons data. So the BSS ID, this is my MAC address, which is used for the access point, and this is the power. The lesser the power is, the more easily I can attack. So the power is for the access point. So minus 73 is a bit close to me, and more than that it is a bit far. So less power, more quicker the goal will be achieved. So -1 is great, but there is no Wi-Fi here. Probably it is hidden. So I have a WPA2 encryption and ENC for encryption. WPA2, the full form is Wi-Fi Protected Access 2, which is a good encryption. We have WPA3 these days, and the data is the data packets which are sent from the one router to another, or it is just the number of full packets. And yes is the data packets which are, you know, collected, and CH is the channel, where our channel is 6, and ENC is encryption, and cipher is to decrypt the encryption, and authentication is PSK. So let us take a look at the BSS ID. So these are the other devices which are connected to other Wi-Fi. So that is it for this lecture, and the next lecture let us start let us start targeted packet sniffing. Okay, I'll see you in the next lecture. In this lecture, let us take a look at targeted packet sniffing. So targeted packet sniffing is the practice of capturing and analyzing specific network traffic to isolate and scrutinize particular packets or data types for security auditing, troubleshooting, or malicious purposes. This focused approach allows for detailed examination of data related to specific IP addresses, protocols, or services, enabling security professionals to detect vulnerabilities, monitor for suspicious activities, or diagnose network issues more effectively. Unlike general packet sniffing, which collects all network traffic, targeted packet sniffing hones in on relevant data, making it a powerful tool for both network management and cybersecurity operations. So, open up your Kali Linux and turn on the terminal and follow the commands. So let us use my Wi-Fi for targeted packet sniffing, because it is unethical and illegal to use my neighbor's Wi-Fi or the Wi-Fis which are available around me and without the particular or the needed permission. So use AeroDump NG and enable the monitor mode. So I am connected to my Wi-Fi. As soon as I enable monitor mode, the connection will be disabled. So type AeroDump NG WLAN 0. Okay, type IW config. I think it's WLAN, just WLAN 0. Okay, now we have the different types of networks, and so there are few devices attached to my with my Wi-Fi, and once this is done, okay, it says network is down. I think I have to just type, have to just enable monitor mode. Let me see if monitor mode is enabled. Okay, it says managed. Let us just enable monitor mode with the above commands, and let us type airmon ng start WLAN 0. It will start the monitor mode. Let us just copy this, copy, and hit paste selection. and yes, it started the monitor mode. Let me check if the monitor mode has been enabled. Yep, it has been enabled. And let me type aerodump ngwlan 0 mon. So it just starts the scanning for different devices which are connected to virus. So this is the BSSID, the 34E894FA22E1. So there are some devices connected, and the station here is the number of devices which are connected. So there are 2 devices connected, plus Control C to stop the process. And with this information, let us go ahead and start the targeted packet sniffing. So just type aerodump ng, and let us specify the channel 6, and specify the BSSID. You can just copy the BSSID. This is my MAC address, and paste selection, and type example UPC is the text file name where it will be saved. All the packets or the information which is transferred between the system and the network or the Wi-Fi will be saved in a file, and WLAN 0 is the network interface. Press enter, and yes, it has started the packet sniffing for that particular network or Wi-Fi, where all of the data is analyzed and put into the file. So let us wait for a few minutes, and it will give out the needed output, and it will save all of the information in the file. So my laptop is connected with the same Wi-Fi, and if I use any browser or any such thing, it will get recorded, and we can analyze that traffic with the help of Wireshark. So this is the authentication PSK, pre-shared key. The full form of PSK is where the encryption type, which is public and private keys, can encrypt, and the cipher and encryption is WPA2, where the Wi-Fi protected access, where all of the data is encrypted. And yep, and the channel we have, and there are 4 devices connected to my Wi-Fi. And let me just stop this. Control C to stop, and it will be saved in the file, in the text file, where we can analyze that with the network analyzer called Wireshark. So the station is the different devices connected. It's the devices MAC addresses. This is connected with this MAC address. So this is the Wi-Fi or the chipset MAC address, and these are the devices, the power, and this is the frames, which is the number of useful packets, and lost is the number of packets that are lost, and station is the MAC address of the client that is connected to the network. So the second column is the number of clients and their information. So after this, just type ls to list the files. So these are the files which are saved in the home directory. Press pwd, and it says we are en route. So we have example UPC is the file name. You can just keep any file name you want to, and example UPC 01.csv, net xml, and yep, you have the log file. So this is saved in your home directory. Yep, it is saved up. All of the files are saved here. So if you just double click this, Wireshark will open up, which is a packet analyzer or the data analyzer tool. So yeah, this is the different kind of data which is analyzed. So in the future lectures, we will be taking a look at how to use Wireshark and how to analyze the data. So, but there is no use of this data because all of the data is encrypted with WPA2. If it was WEP, we could have read all of the data, but it is encrypted, so you'll need to decrypt all of the data. So these are the different kinds of devices information. We have TP-Link, and we have Intel. This is my laptop, and we have a few phones connected to my Wi-Fi router. So this is the network, the source, the destination, the length info, the time, and the serial number we have. So you can just open up Wireshark here, or you can just double click on the folder or the file, or just type Wireshark in the terminal, and it just opens up, and you can select the file right here. You can open the file which is captured. This is the file which is captured, example upc01.cap. So it just opens up. So yeah, this is it for now. I'll see you in the next video. In this lecture, let's take a look at DAuth attack. So a DAuth attack in Kali Linux is a type of denial of service attack targeting Wi-Fi networks where the attacker uses tools like ARP NG to send forged deauthentication packets to a client and access point, causing them to disconnect. This exploits a vulnerability in the 802.11 protocol, which does not require authentication for deauthentication packets, allowing the attacker to disrupt the connection and potentially capture handshakes for further attacks such as cracking the Wi-Fi password. In practice, this type of attacks requires the attacker to be within the range of the Wi-Fi network and to have the capability to inject packets into the network. It's a common method used in penetration testing to access the security of a wireless network, but it can be exploited maliciously to disrupt network services and compromise the security. So open up your Kali Linux. Open up your terminal and follow the commands. And first, before starting the attack, we need to turn on the monitor mode. So I'll just copy the commands to turn on the monitor mode right here. I think, yep. IW-config. I'll make sure if my network adapter is connected. Okay, it's WLAN 0 managed. And just copy this, airmon-ng, copy, paste, Control V to paste. Okay, it is connected successfully. airmon-ng start WLAN 0. Okay, now it'll put the Wi-Fi card in monitor mode, so it's WLAN 0 mon, and now let us start the attack. Before that, we just need to start the scanning so that we get a lot of other Wi-Fi networks around us. So you just type arrow dump ng start WLAN 0 mon or WLAN 0 mon. So it'll just start scanning the device, and let me connect my phone to my Wi-Fi so that if I keep using my phone, it will send in packets and our attack will be a bit easy. So there are many devices connected, like my Wi-Fi is connected with my phone, my laptop, and other devices, my TV and stuff. So there are so many other devices connected, around 4 devices which are connected to my Wi-Fi. So press Ctrl C to end the attack. So yeah, there are few devices connected to my network. You can take a look at all of the station IDs which are connected with 34, E8, 94, FA, 22 and E1. So after this, we just need to conduct a target packet sniffing for my particular network, which is named as virus. So type arrow-dump ng. So type arrow-dump ng and specify the channel. Okay, I'm in the channel. What's my channel? It is 6. Type 6 and type the BSS ID. Okay, I cancel all of this and just type WLAN 0 mon. So it just gives out it just conducts a targeted scanning for this, and let me split the terminal horizontally. Okay, I just need to zoom in. The Control plus shortcut key is not working, so I just need to go with this. And after this, I can just stop the attack which is running above here, and I can just start the DAuth attack now. Type airplay ng So this type of attack doesn't need any access to the Wi-Fi. It can be done without without getting into the Wi-Fi. It is all a post connection attack. So I'll just copy this. I'll just copy the BSS ID. Okay, it's not copying. I don't know for what reason it's not copying. Okay, let me type it down. 34 E8 E8. You will face a lot of errors. If you face a lot of errors, feel free to Google or ask ChatGPT, or you can just put a message, or yeah, you can just retry the entire process. Type E1. These are the frame rates where the data is being transferred. I think this got to be my mobile phone. Just type C, and we need to specify the station ID. So I don't know which device is connected to which, and okay, let me just type AC PC FC A8. That is my MAC address, 1E and 2A, and just type WLAN 0 mon and hit enter. Okay, it says we got a error. Okay, I think the command is wrong, might be. Okay, I think I just missed out a simple A in between the 1000 deauthentication packet and between the MAC address of the Wi-Fi card. So hit enter. Yep, it just started the deauth attack. Even if you miss one single command, it just doesn't start. And if you need any kind of help, you can just type AirPlay help, and it gives you out a number of commands what you can do with this tool. So it just started the deauth attack, sending in and disconnecting the Wi-Fi. So you can take a look at my device. So the Wi-Fi connection is disabled right here. Okay, it is just sending and you can just take a look at your device's Wi-Fi, and it just won't be connected to your phone or the station ID which you mentioned. And if you type in 0 for this, if you type in 0, it just sends out unlimited packets. If you type in 0 without 1000, it just sends in unlimited packets. So the client will be disconnected until you close down the attack. So this is a pre-connection attack. So this is how you perform a deauth attack on a particular device. So yeah, you just select a station, you just start the attack. So press Ctrl C to end it. Okay, I'll just clear the terminal. I'll just close this terminal. Clear active terminal. Okay, I think I'll need to collapse it. So yeah, this is how you just disconnect a client from a Wi-Fi or a network. Methods for gaining access to encrypted wireless networks. Gaining access to encrypted wireless networks like WEP, WEP, WPA, and WPA2 involves exploiting known vulnerabilities and using specific tools to capture and analyze data packets. The WEP encryption is relatively easy to break due to its weak initialization vectors and vulnerabilities of the RC4 stream cipher. Tools like AirCrackNG can capture enough packets to reduce the WEP through statistical analysis. So the WEP encryption is the encryption which is used for the old networks and the old Wi-Fi's. So it is a weak security system which was deployed and which is more weaker than the WPA, WPA2 and WPA3, which is used for the modern networks and which is more secure, and it is not, and which uses AES encryption with 192-bit security for enterprise mode and improved protection for personal mode. So the WEP cracking is also important because some of the Wi-Fi's will use WEP or will be using WEP. So it is important to learn how to crack WEP. And for WPA and WPA2, attackers often use deauth attacks to force a client to reconnect, capturing the four-way handshake in the process. With capturing the handshake, it is easy to get uh, the full access to a Wi-Fi connection or a network. So these captured handshakes can then be subjected to dictionary attacks or brute force attempts using tools like AirCrackNG or Hashcat. Despite WPA2 being more secure, it can still be compromised through weak passwords or the crack vulnerability. Ethical considerations are paramount, and such activity should only be performed in controlled environments for educational purposes to enhance the security. So there are three types of networks which are used these days: the WPA, the WPA2, and the WPA3. So now we discuss about the WPA and WPA2, which is Wi-Fi protected access, which is used in the modern networks and which is more secure than the WEP. Let us discuss a bit more about the WPA3. So Wi-Fi Protected Access 3, which was started in 2018 and is the latest and most advanced Wi-Fi security protocol, and the encryption is AES. And the purpose of WPA3 is to provide stronger security, improve protection against brute force attacks, and better security for open network. And additional features which includes like WPA3 includes enhanced open, which provides encryption even on an open network, which ensures the past connection and even remains secure even if a password is compromised in the future. So the WPA3 is gradually being adopted and is recommended for new devices and networks. It addresses many of the vulnerabilities present in WPA3 and offers stronger security for WPA more than WPA2. So, in this course, we'll take a look at how to crack WEP, WPA, and WPA2, and we will even take a look at how to increase the Wi-Fi security. So, I'll see you in the next video. Understanding WEP cracking. WEP cracking involves exploiting the weaknesses in the WEP encryption protocol, particularly its use of short 24-bit installation vectors and vulnerabilities in the RC4 stream cipher. The process typically starts with capturing a large number of packets from the target network using tools like ARMON-NG and ARODUM-NG, which collects the IVs. Once enough packets are gathered, statistical analysis is performed using a tool like AirCrackNG to analyze the IVs and detect the WEP key. This method takes advantage of the fact that the same IVs are reused, allowing an attacker to eventually recover the key and gain unauthorized access to the network. Despite its simplicity, WEP's significant security flaws make it relatively easy to crack compared to the modern day encryption standards like WPA, WPA2, and WPA3. So, weak key management, weak encryption, and lack of robust integrity checks. So, weak encryption, the RC4 vulnerabilities. The RC4 itself has weaknesses, particularly when used with a static key and short IV. This makes it easier for attackers to perform attacks like FMS and which can recover the encryption key. And weak key management like static keys. WEP uses a static key that does not change, making it vulnerable to key recovery attacks. Once a key is compromised, all the encrypted data can be decrypted. And for WPA and WPA2, the data cannot be easily decrypted, like how we decrypt it in the WPA cracking. So, and the CRC32 weaknesses, the CRC32, which is used by the WEP for data integrity and not cryptographically secure, and can be manipulated by attackers to alter the data without any detection. So, in summary, while WEP was a step towards securing wireless networks, its encryption and methodology and key management were flawed, leading to its eventually replacement by more secure protocols. So I hope you understood what WEP cracking is all about, and in the next videos we'll take a look at how to crack WEP. in Kali Linux. In this lecture, let's take a look at how to crack WEP and get the password for it. So open up your terminal and just enable the monitor mode. I have successfully enabled monitor mode on my Wi-Fi card. So it says WLAN 0 mode monitor. Before that, you need to start aerodump ng WLAN 0 mon. So I'll just start aerodump dump ng, and I have changed my Wi-Fi encryption from WPA2 and WPA to WEP just for the testing purposes on how to crack a WEP Wi-Fi encryption. So just type WLAN 0 mon and just hit enter. So my network encryption, you can take a look at it. All of the other Wi-Fi's are WPA2 encrypted, and mine is WEP because I have just changed my Wi-Fi connection to WEP because I need to show it to you how to crack a Wi-Fi network. And okay, it says not associated with any of the other stations. Sees that it is not associated, so you can just take a look at it. It's just scanning, so I'll just end the scan. And yeah, once I end the scan, you can just start the targeted scanning for this particular Wi-Fi where a certain client is connected to. So just type aerodump ng, and you can just specify the BSS ID, and you can just write the file into a certain text file. So this is the command. So a few clients are connected to my Wi-Fi. My laptop and phone is connected to my Wi-Fi. So there are some videos and running so that the packets can be transferred from the network to the laptop. So you just type all of this and write the file into basic test AP and type your wireless interface network name. So it's WLAN 0 mon, and hit enter. It just starts the targeted scanning. And after that, you just need to open up a sub terminal and just start the attack. So you'll get the WEP key, and the channel is 6, and the MAC address is 34E8 994 FA22 and E1. It is right here. You can just copy it. So we'll just start the aerodump scan and hit enter. Once the scanning is started, open up a sub terminal and let the scan keep running. And all of this files will be saved in our home directory or in a root directory or in the home folder on the desktop. So you just type aircrack ng, where it starts cracking the key. Aircrack ng basic test AP 01.cap, and once you hit enter, we'll just start the attack. So the basic test AP file is here in your root directory on your desktop. So this is the file, basic test AP01.cap. Once you hit enter, the attack starts. Okay, test AP. Okay, it says aircrack couldn't find. Aircrack ng. Okay, AIR. I'm sorry, just a small spelling mistake. Aircrack ng basic test AP. Okay, hit enter, and it just starts the attack. Okay, it only starts cracking the key after we reach 20,000 IVs. So it says failed, next try 10,000 IVs. So it just takes around like 10 or 20 minutes for this to succeed when the data or the beacons reach 20,000 IVs. Here is the data. It says 8,449. It keeps changing, so it says the next try after 20,000 IVs. I'll just pause the video for now. Once the key is decrypted, I'll just get back to you. Yep, we are good to go. So we just cracked the key. So this is the key. I had saved my password as WW123, and if you restart your network manager, you can just type in the password ww123 and it just connects. So it is this easy to crack a WEP encryption. So it is not safe at all. You'll need to use WPA2 every time you know get connected, or every time you get a new Wi-Fi connection. And this is the key. You can just type in the key here. You can bring down monitor mode, search your network right here on the bottom, on the top right corner, and just type in the key ASCII is the encryption type. So yeah, this is how you crack a WEP encryption. If you want to use the key, you just need to remove the semicolon, use 57, 57, 31, 32, and 33. You can just copy this in the notepad, copy selection, and open up monitor mode, Control V to paste it. You can remove all of this, and you can just copy this code and paste it to get connected to the Wi-Fi. Just restart your network manager with the sudo system ctl restart network manager command, and you can just connect it to your Wi-Fi. So I'll see you in the next video. And welcome. In this video, let's take a look at exploiting WEP, associating with target networks using fake authenticators. So associating with the target network using a fake auth in the context of web wired equivalent privacy involves exploiting the weak security mechanisms of WEP to create a rogue access point. WEP's known vulnerabilities such as weak encryption keys and predictable installation vectors (IVs) make it susceptible to attacks like deinstallation and replay attacks. An attacker can set up rogue access point with the same SSID and WEP key as the target network using tools like Airbase NG or Wi-Fi Fisher. By doing this, clients that are configured to connect to the legitimate WEP may connect to the rogue access point instead. So once connected, the attacker can capture sensitive information, manipulate traffic, or launch further attacks against the connected clients. Given the severe vulnerabilities in web, it is strongly recommended to upgrade to more secure protocols like WPA2 or WPA3 to protect against such attacks. So turn on your Kali Linux machine and follow the commands. So I have written a few commands here because I forget some of the commands in Kali Linux, because there are n number of commands that you'll need to remember, or you'll need to remember. So first of all, I have connected my USB Ethernet card, which is Ethero. So you'll need to enable the monitor mode. I'll just open up my terminal. You go ahead and open up your terminal. And after this, you'll just need to start the monitor mode. I'll just copy this command to start the monitor mode. Write down all of the commands in a notepad, which will be helpful in such cases. You can easily open it and start your attacks instantly on Wi-Fi network. So not copied, okay. Or you can just open up your Firefox and head over to ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT to write down all the Kali Linux commands and download the PDF or save the text file anywhere you want to. So let us start the monitor mode, and let us start cracking web. So I think it is started. Let me check. Type iwconfig. It says no wireless extensions, and WLAN 0 mon is enabled to monitor mode. After this, I'll just close this notepad. You'll just need to start the targeted scan using ARP NG and the BSS ID, and the channel is 6 and WLAN 0. This attack works if there are no other clients connected to the Wi-Fi network. So let me just type aerodump ng WLAN 0 mon, and let me just get a different kind of networks. So my network is using web encryption, okay, and I suppose there are no clients connected to my network for now. My phone is connected, but there's no data transfers, or I'm not watching any kind of video, so I don't have any clients connected right here. Okay, let me split terminal horizontally. Okay, we're good to go. Or you can just open a new tab right here. After this, let us go ahead and copy and paste selection. Sorry, I don't know why it is not copying for now. Let us retry. Control C or Shift Control C, Shift Control V. Okay, just gave me the command. Okay, it says I'll just cancel it. Hit enter, and I think I'll just get a collapse subterminal. I'll just get targeted scanning for the virus. So there are no clients connected to my Wi-Fi network, and the authentication is there is nothing in our authentication. Once I start the attack, the authentication sets to open. So split terminal horizontally and just copy the command airplay ng take auth 0 and specify the MAC address of the of your Wi-Fi card. To get this MAC address, you'll just need to turn off monitor mode and type iwconfig, and after that you'll get the MAC address of your Wi-Fi card. So just copy this, copy and paste select. Okay, it's just not pasting. Okay, I got it now. Hit enter, and yep, it says open. So we have successfully made our connection. So this is the station which we are connected. This is the new MAC address which we have successfully connected, and the authentication is set to open. So if there are no clients which are connected to the network, you can go ahead and perform a fake auth attack and connect to a network, so that your attacks will be more easily associated with it. So this is how you perform, and here are the commands. So if you want the MAC address of your external Wi-Fi card, you can just type iwconfig, but before typing ifconfig, but before typing ifconfig, you'll get the MAC address of the WLAN 0. You just need to disable monitor mode and copy the MAC address in a notepad. Here you will get the MAC address, and I have just copied my external Wi-Fi card's MAC address before starting the attack. So this is how you connect to a Wi-Fi. So it says sending authentication request, authentication successful. So sending association request, and association request is successful. So this is how you connect to a Wi-Fi with no other clients. So I'll see you in the next video. Hello and welcome. In this lecture, let us take a look at packet injection, ARP request replay attack, explain. So packet injection in the context of an ARP request replay attack involves injecting malicious packets into a network to manipulate the address resolution protocol ARP cache of target devices. This attack typically begins with the attacker monitoring the network to capture legitimate ARP requests and replay packets. Using tools like airplay ng, the attacker then injects a series of forged ARP request or replay packets claiming to be the gateway or another trusted device on the network. These injected packets cause the target devices to update their ARP cache with incorrect MAC address mappings, effectively redirecting traffic intended for legitimate devices to the attacker's machine. This allows the attacker to intercept, monitor, or alter the traffic, enabling device activities such as session hijacking, data theft, or further network exploitation. To mitigate such attacks, implementing dynamic ARP inspection (DAI) and using secure network protocols can significantly enhance network security. So, turn on your Kali Linux and enable monitor mode, and follow the set of commands to crack the web security. So these are the set of commands you will need to be using for this lecture or video. So open up your terminal and copy the aerodump ng, and make sure the channel and the MAC address is correct. So I'll just paste it. I have turned on my monitor mode. Let's check. Okay, it says mode monitor, and I'll just copy this command copy, so Control C, and paste it right here. And once it is pasted, I'll just hit enter to start. And the file which will be written down to is right here. It will be saved in the root directory, which is home, and the file is ARP request replay test. So I'll hit enter. So yeah, it will start capturing the it'll start scanning the network, and the authentication is nil, nothing, and so we have to set it to open. So the second command is gaining a fake auth attack. So this is the MAC address of the Wi-Fi card, and this is the BSSID of the Wi-Fi network. So set the terminal and paste it right here. Okay, let me just copy this. Control C, Control V, Shift Control V. Okay, the right click control is not at all working on my Kali Linux. So type airplay ng take auth 0 a and specify the MAC address, and specify the MAC address of your Wi-Fi card, and specify WLAN 0 mon, which is your network adapter's name. Hit enter. So yep, we have successfully made the connection. It says auth and it says open, and sometimes you will get a lot of errors, but you need to keep trying out, and you can take the help of me or ChatGPT or Google. Treat them like your best friend, like Google or AI, ChatGPT, or other AI tools like Perplexity or Copilot, or there are many other AI tools where you can ask the command. Just type this command, airplay ng and ARP replay, and specify the MAC addresses. And I'll just copy this and paste it in the terminal. I'll just paste. Or I could just open up a new tab and I'll just paste it here. Shift Control V to paste it and hit enter. So it says number of packets that are being sent. Okay, after I think it'll crack the password after 10,000 packets or 20,000 packets. So yeah, let that keep running for now. Let us open a new tab and perform the attack. Open up and type ls tar.cap. Okay, there are few files which are created by aircrackng right in the home directory. So you can take a look at all of the files right here, and we'll be using this ARP request replay test. So go ahead and copy this command and let us crack the Wi-Fi network. Control C and Shift Control V to copy and paste. So we have around 19,00545 keys tested. So my password for the web WEP is ww123 is the password. So you just need to keep trying, and it will break your password. So this is how you perform the attack, and you'll just get the password somewhere here. So it says next try with 5,000 IVs, and let us wait for it. If it does not crack, you'll just need to wait for it to test out more IP or more IVs, and it has got multiple requests. So the attack is running, so the data is being transferred the frame. So next try with 5,000 IVs. Okay, the beacons which are sent are 2,195. So this is how you crack the WEP. So you'll just need to wait, and you'll just get the key here. You turn off your monitor mode by using the command. Let me show you the command to turn off the monitor mode. Just type airmon ng stop, and you just connect to the target Wi-Fi. That's it. So yeah, it is still running, and we have got 3798. So just leave it to run for a while. If the target network has any kind of client connected, like a laptop or a TV, and there has to be some kind of video running, the attack will be a bit more easy. So if you got 4 by 2. So this takes a lot of time, but yes, it works. So yeah, and after it works, you'll just get the password here. So this is how you use ARP injection. So you'll just need to wait. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. In this lecture, let us take a look at packet injection fragmentation attack, exploiting data fragmentation vulnerabilities in wireless networks. A packet injection fragmentation attack exploits vulnerabilities in the way some wireless networks handle fragmented data packets. In this attack, the attacker intercepts and captures small fragments of data packets from the target network using tools like AirPlay-NG. These captured fragments are then manipulated and reassembled to inject malicious packets back into the network. By careful crafting these injected fragments, the attacker can bypass certain security mechanisms such as the encryption used in WEP or WPA and gain unauthorized access to the network. This attack often involves sending a large number of fragmented packets to overwhelm the network and increase the chances of successful injection. Mitigation strategies include using of stronger encryption protocols, updating network hardware and software to the latest security standards, and implementing robust intrusion detection and prevention systems. So, turn on your Kali Linux and let us start the fragmentation attack. Here are the set of commands that we'll be using. So these are the set of commands we'll be using. So you'll need to turn on, or you'll need to open up 5 tabs in your terminal. So I just opened my terminal. So let me go ahead and use 5 tabs so that there won't be any kind of confusion while copying and pasting the commands. So you just need to start the aerodump ng. Before that, I just need to enable my network into monitor mode. So let me just go ahead and do that. Type aerodump airmon ng start WLAN 0. Okay, and it puts my chipset into monitor mode. Let me just clear this. Clear. Once it is in monitor mode, IW config. Okay, we have successfully enabled it in monitor mode. So after that, let me just close this. You just need to start the targeted scanning and make sure that you write the file in the fragmented test. So it will be saved in the root directory, and this is the BSS ID of the target network, and yeah, the channel is 6. So open your and paste it. Open your terminal and paste it, and make sure that it is open and running. After this, we just need to start a fake authentication so that the authentication sets to open. And yeah, for that we just need to copy the same old command, fake auth, give the MAC address of the target and give the MAC address of your wireless network adapter. Just paste it here in the new tab. If Control V, Control Shift and V to paste it. Hit enter so that it says successful. And yeah, we are successfully connected. This is our station ID 8A11 B4 E8 D734. So the authentication is open and the encryption is WEP. And the next command, we'll just use the fragment command, and B for the BSS ID, and H is for the MAC address. So just copy this. You'll just need to keep using the fake authentication. You just need to keep trying the fake auth several times, because it will get successfully connected. Let me run the let us use the packet. We just got a fragment packet right here. Fragment 079.125.204.xor. Okay, we just got that, and yeah, we are good to go. So the next command right here is we just need to start the AirPlay-NG on the forged packet. So that we just need to copy this command so that AirPlay-NG the MAC address, and R just to start the attack, the fragment forged packet on your wireless network adapter. Hit enter. Okay, open failed, there's no such direct. Press PWD or press LS. Okay, we do have a set of files that are created by AirPlay or AirCrack NG or AirPlay NG. It says no such file directory detected. I think it is fragment test. Okay, let me just try it again. Copy. I think we need to mention this maybe. So I just missed out a command. I totally forgot about the packet forge, so that we have to write the file into fragment forged packet. So yeah, I had done it in the previous attack, which is the chop attack. So I'll just paste it right here. Paste. So yeah, we just forgot this most important command right here. So after this, you just need to paste. You just need to paste in the AirPlay NG. So we'll just go ahead and copy this and paste it in the terminal. And yeah, the attack has been just started, and you open up your root directory right here. So all of the files have been saved in your root directory. So this is what we are using the fragment forged packets to decrypt the key. So open your terminal and open a new tab, and after this you just have to start the AirCrack NG so that it decrypts or cracks the key. So it is this easy to crack a WPA. Okay, yeah, it was very quick. It tested around 5000 IVs. So we just got the key. You just need to remove the semicolon or the dots, or you just need to paste in the text ww123 is my password. So yeah, this is how you decrypt a WEP, and the encryption is very weak. Just crack the key within seconds. So the packets which are being sent are 29,000. So this is how you find the key, and it says decrypted successfully. You just have to bring down the monitor mode and paste it so that you will get connected to your target network. So I'll just clear it, and I'll see you in the next video. Welcome. In this lecture, let us take a look at cracking WPA, exploiting weaknesses in Wi-Fi security. So WPA, wired protected access cracking, involves exploiting weaknesses in the WPA or WPA2 encryption protocols to gain unauthorized access to a wireless network. The attack typically begins with capturing a four-way handshake between a client device and the access point, which occurs when a device attempts to connect to the network. Tools like AirCrack NG, Wireshark, or Hashcat are then used to capture this handshake and perform offline brute force or dictionary attacks to guess the network's pre-shared key, which is called as PSK. In a dictionary attack, the captured handshake is compared against a list of possible passwords, while a brute force attack systematically attempts all the possible combinations to crack a password. The WPA2 PSK networks with weak or commonly used passwords are especially vulnerable to these attacks, and to mitigate a WPA cracking risks, it is essential to use strong complex passwords, enable WPA3 if available, and implement additional security measures such as 802.1x authentication. So cracking WPA and WPA2 networks involves significant ethical and legal considerations, and it is important to stress that unauthorized access to networks is illegal and unethical. But however, understanding the process can help in securing your own network. So WPA2 cracking techniques techniques are like the dictionary attack. So in this method, we have a pre-computed list of potential passwords. The attacker captures the handshake and then attempts to guess the password in the list. So if the password is not present in the list, the attack does not work. So the steps are to enable monitor mode, capturing the handshake, using the dictionary file, and then to crack the password. And the Next one is brute force attack, similar to dictionary attacks, but it attempts all possible combinations, and we have rainbow tables and WPS pin attack. So the tools which will be used are Aircrack NG, Hatchcat, and Reaver. So yeah, and we will be even using Wireshark to analyze data. So this is it for this lecture, and I've explained about what WPA and WPA2 cracking is. So I'll see you in the next video. Hello and welcome. In this video, let's take a look at how to crack WPS pin Wi-Fi protected setup. So involves exploiting vulnerabilities in the WPS protocol to gain access to a Wi-Fi network, and the process is using the Reaver tool with a set of commands. So I have not enabled WPS on my router, and even though it is enabled, sometimes it just doesn't work, but I'll show you the working method you can follow. We will be facing a lot of errors when we try to attack a network, but yeah, let us give it a try. It might work for some people and it may not work for others, but yeah, let's go ahead and enable monitor mode. Okay, I have opened up two terminals. Close. Aero dump airmon ng. I think I just forgot the command for monitor mode. Yep, it's airmon ng start wlan 0. Airmon ng start wlan 0 is the chipset name, which will be changed to wlan 0 mon. Just type iw config. So the monitor mode is turned on and the name is wlan 0 mon. So these are the two commands which we'll be using to enable the WPS Reaver. So yeah, the defensive measures against the WPS attacks are to disable the WPS pin because it is very weak and it can be easily cracked, and upgrading the router's firmware. So just go ahead and copy the wash I wlan 0 mon and paste it here. Okay, just hit enter and you'll get a list of networks with WPS enabled. So yeah, it says we got the MAC address, it says virus, the channel is 6, and the lock is no, and the vendor, you can take a look at the vendor, and yeah, you can take a look at the power, or yeah, which is -21, which is not bad, and the ESSID is the name of the Wi-Fi. We have 3 Wi-Fi networks right here. So yeah, I'll press Ctrl C and end the scan, and you just can just copy the command right here and start attacking the Wi-Fi network. So Reaver is one of the most commonly used tools for WPS pin attacks, and there's one more software called Bully, another tool which is similar to Reaver with some additional features. So yeah, go ahead and copy this. This is wlan 0 and this is the BSSID. Control C and Control V. Okay, got it. And hit enter. And once you hit enter, it just starts the attack, and it just starts cracking it. And I think there has to be few clients connected to the network. So sometimes it works for some Wi-Fi's and sometimes it doesn't. It depends upon the WPS pin. And if we keep running the attack, the router may lock itself. So I'll just show you the working methods. You can just test it on your Wi-Fi. So these are the two commands which you will be using, and try to disable WPS pin on your Wi-Fi network because it can be easily cracked with different tools, and upgrade your router's firmware. Ensure your router's firmware is up to date. Manufacturers often release updates that fix vulnerabilities, including those related to WPS pin, and use strong passwords. Even if WPS pin is disabled, using a strong complex password can add another layer of security. And monitor network traffic. So regularly monitor your network for any unusual activity using network monitoring tools to detect unauthorized access or attempt. So yeah, this is how you crack the WPS pin. So we just need to wait for the attack. It just sometimes does not work, but for few networks, if the password is weak, it will work. And in the next video, let us try to take a look at how to capture the handshakes and how to crack a WPA2. That is clear. In this video, let us take a look at capturing the handshake in WPA and WPA2. Capturing the handshake in WPA2 involves intercepting the four-way handshake process that occurs when a client device connects to a wireless network. This handshake is crucial as it contains the necessary information to authenticate the client and establish a secure connection using a shared key. An attacker typically uses tools like AeroDump-NG to monitor the network and capture this handshake. To force a handshake, the attacker might send deauthentication packets to disconnect an existing client, promoting it to reconnect and generate a new handshake. Once the handshake is captured, it can be used for offline dictionary attack or brute force attacks to guess the network's pre-shared key. This process highlights the importance of using strong complex passwords to mitigate the risk of WPA2 handshake capture and subsequent cracking attempt. So turn on your Linux machine and follow the commands. So I've written the commands in a notepad so that it will be very easy to start with. So you need to turn on your monitor mode using Airmon NG start WLAN 0. So here is the command to start the monitor mode. I've turned on the monitor mode. So just paste this to clipboard, and hit enter. So this is a targeted scan. This is the BSS ID of the Wi-Fi network, and we are using AeroDump software, and this is the channel 6. I'll be writing the file to test handshake, and our Wi-Fi card name is WLAN0mon. Hit enter. So it just shows us the list of the clients which are connected right here. If there are no clients connected, the handshake won't be performed. Let us wait for it to detect the clients. My phone is connected with this network, so we just need to wait for it so that the stations come up right here. So yeah, there is a client which is successfully connected, and you can take a look at the MAC address right here. So I'll just stop the attack for now, and I'll just copy this, or yeah, I could just copy this and open a new tab and paste it right here. Paste clipboard or paste selection. Okay, paste clipboard. The paste selection is not at all working. We just need to change the station ID to this 1EC4. 1EC4. This is a new client which is connected. 1EC4D0. 1E4D0, E41B, E41B. This is the device's MAC address, E41B92. And let us make sure if this works. So we'll be sending deauthentication packets. We'll be sending just 4 deauthentication. Okay, we have successfully captured the handshake right here. So this is the handshake file. Once the handshake file is captured, it will be stored in your root directory where you can run brute force attacks against it or dictionary attacks. So I'll just close this for now and open up your terminal, or open up the root or the home folder. So here you have all of the test handshakes right here. So I have two handshakes right here, and ours is test handshake. Okay, we have 2 test handshakes, 1 and 2. I think there are 2 handshakes which are captured, and you can double click this and analyze all of this with Wireshark right here. So you can take a look at all of the details, the TP link and the devices which are connected. Most of the data is encrypted, but this is how you capture a handshake to start the brute force attack. So I'll see you in the next video. Hello everyone. In this video, let us take a look at creating and utilizing wordless dictionaries for ethical password testing. Creating a wordless dictionary involves generating a list of potential passwords or keywords that might be used for brute force attacks or password cracking. This process typically includes compiling common words, phrases, variations, and permutations that might be used in passwords, such as common dictionary words, combinations of names, dates, and other predictable patterns, and tools like Crunch and John the Ripper can be used to automate the creation of these wordless in Kali Linux, allowing the customization based on the target's potential password practices. So ethical hackers use wordless dictionaries to test the strength of passwords by simulating attacks, helping to identify weak passwords that should be strengthened. This practice must be only done with explicit permission from the system owner to ensure legal and ethical compliance. So, as you know what a word list is, you can just turn on your Kali Linux operating system and open up Crunch or John the Reaper and start attacking or start creating the word list. So just search for Crunch. Yep. And you can hit on this or you can hit on Crunch and it opens up the terminal. Okay, I do have two terminals open up. I'll just close this. So this is the Crunch. And if you want to update this, I think it's updated to the latest version. You can just type in apt update Crunch, the apt command. So it's very easy to create a word list. So type cd desktop and hit you can just start creating a word list. Type crunch 3 and 4, and it will create a password between 3 and 4 letters with 3 and 4 letters. So you can take a look at all of the passwords it creates. But for a Wi-Fi attack, the passwords will be with all of the complicated special characters. It will include all of the special characters and complicated methods. So if you type cat, you'll get cat word list. You'll get all of the commands here, and it is around 474,555 number of passwords that are created. So you can take a look at the size. It's in bytes. So yep, I think we have, yeah, it'll be saved in your file or home directory. Or we can just create a new folder on desktop like for Crunch and save it here. Okay, and cd crunch words. Okay, sorry, I need to create a PS folder. Okay, let us save all of the, just type ls and cd, type in crunch, copy selection, type. Okay, we are just not able to get into the folder. Let me try it again. Okay, we are successfully inside this. Okay, so you can just follow the commands, and if you want to include any kind of special characters, like just type in crunch and between 2 and 4, and include special characters like 1 2 3 4. Maybe the target might have all of these included in his password. You can just start guessing it. So he might include 1 2 3 4 a b c d e g and hit enter. So it will start creating you the password list, and you can use this for brute forcing and dictionary attacks, which will be very helpful and handy. So yeah, and it will be saved in your folder right here. So yep, and you can just start creating any kind of password. So let me just type crunch 5 and 5 letters, and T is to mention a pattern, and O is to save, and this will save it in crunch words. I don't know why it is not saving. Probably there might be a glitch. Or we have 5 words with all of the characters 1 2 3 AB, and this is the pattern. T is for the pattern, and it will start with A and end with B, and it will include 1 2 3 AB. Hit enter and it will start generating you the lines. And if you want to save it, you can just save it by mentioning the directory. I think, yep, we have the pattern word list right here. It did save. So it will end with it will start with A and end with B. So you can even set patterns based on the target preference if you have any idea about the target. So you have around 125 combinations of passwords. Yep, you have around 125 and 750 bytes. And if you want to save it, you can just type you crunch 2 and 4 A B C D E F G, and you can write it to root desktop password list.txt and hit, sorry, I just made a mistake. Hit enter and it will directly save in the directory. So yeah, it is this is how you create passwords, and I have written a command. Yep, it is here. So these are all of the characters, and you can even use ChatGPT to create a good password list and ask and use the power of AI to create a password list, which can be helpful in cracking any password or any Wi-Fi out there to test your skill. So I do have one more command which is crunch, which includes 8 letters. Basically, usually the passwords which are set might be around 6 or 8 or 10 based on the preference, and include all of the alphabets and numbers from 1 to 0. You can even add special characters like dollar symbol or at or and or yeah, anything you want to, and you just copy this text and paste it in your terminal and create the word list. So it is generating so many lines, and you can take a look at the size. So let me just end this process, but I will not do it. You can do this and start the penetration test. So yeah, this is how you can create a word list using crunch in Linux. So I'll see you in the next video. Hello and welcome. In this lecture, let us take a look at how to crack WPA2 Wi-Fi protected access in Kali Linux. So open up your terminal and enable monitor mode. But before enabling monitor mode, I'll show you a set of commands. You can just take a screenshot of this or just write it down in your notepad so that it will be very handy, and you can just copy paste it on your terminal. So if you want to check the version of your Kali Linux, you can just use cat etc and os release, which gets you the version of your Kali Linux. So let me paste it, shift control V. I might have a version which is I might have the latest version, and you might have the version which is a bit old. So with the methods and the commands are same. If you have any doubt, you can just go ahead and Google or use ChatGPT for it. I have the 2024.2. So yeah, you can just check your version, or you can just use the apt-get update command to update your Linux machine. So just type iwdev to look at your wireless interface, which is WLAN 0, and the type is managed. So we need to go ahead and start our monitor mode, and type IP adder so that it gives you all of your details of the wireless network adapter you have connected to your Linux machine, which is WLAN 0. It's MAC address and the INET and other basic details. So then you just start your monitor mode using the airmon ng command. Airmon ng start WLAN 0 mon, which is your Wi-Fi card name. So in this video or in this lecture, I'll be okay. It says it does not exist. Okay, it's WLAN 0. Airmon ng start WLAN 0 and hit enter. So it just kills all the all the other processes so that it doesn't interfere with our network. So in this video we'll be using a brute force attack. So for a brute force attack, the password has to be in the list which we will be using. If the password does not exist in the list, it just does not crack. That is one of the main disadvantage of using a dictionary attack. Then we just need to give a targeted scan and write all the files in the Wi-Fi capture folder. So the file name is Wi-Fi capture and the channel is 6, and this is the MAC address BSS ID, and this is our Wi-Fi card name. So I'll just copy this, and I'll just paste it in the terminal. We just need a targeted scan. I have already performed a scan, and let me delete all of my old files. Okay, we are good to go. I'll just paste it here. But before pasting it, you just take a screenshot of all of the commands and write it down. So after running the targeted scan, so I'll just paste it here, paste clipboard, and I'll hit enter, so that once we are in monitor mode using the wireless external card. So let us just run a targeted scan, and looks like there is one client connected, which is my laptop. So yeah, open up a new tab and copy the airplay ng command. So we have to send deauthentication packets to capture the handshake file. So press paste clipboard, and once we have pasted the MAC address of the targeted device, the client which is connected to the targeted network. This is my laptop's MAC address, and this is the BSS ID of the target network, and we will be sending around 100 deauthentication packets so that we capture the handshake file right here, so that it says the handshake is already captured, but I just don't know where it's captured. Okay, it says the handshake is already captured, but I just did not run the attack. And okay, let us do it again. I'll hit enter. Once I hit enter, my laptop will get successfully disconnected, and we will be sending deauthentication packets, and there will be a handshake captured. But I don't know for what reason the handshake is already captured here, so that we get all of the data right here. So we have all of the Wi-Fi captured files here. So this is the main file which we will be using to crack it. So my Wi-Fi has been successfully disconnected from the laptop. Once the handshake file has been captured, press Ctrl C to end it, to end the deauth attack. So the handshake is successfully captured. After this, you just need to type ls and list out the number of files. So this is our main file, and we just need to type Wireshark Wi-Fi capture 1 cap to analyze the data. Paste clipboard and hit enter, so that Wireshark opens up. Once Wireshark is opened, you just can type epoll and analyze the analyze the data. Just copy this command. I've written all of the commands, so it will be very helpful, and I can explain it in a more better fashion. Just type epoll and search. So we have the 8021x authentication right here, and you can take a look at all of the information like the key information and the WPA key, which is encrypted, and all of the data mostly here is encrypted between the clients because it is using WPA2 encryption, and it is all encrypted in HTTPS. So yeah, so once we get the handshake file, we just will stop the we'll just stop the monitor mode for now. Hit paste, select it paste to clipboard, and we'll just stop the monitor mode, and yeah, wait for our chipset to connect to the internet. So yep, it is successfully connected. Type iwdev and make sure it is in managed. Yep, we are good to go. It is in managed. So just type search word list. Okay, I'll just hit cancel and go to the top left corner right here, and so Kali Linux comes with many number of word lists which are already there in Kali Linux. Just type word lists and hit enter, and you can take a look at the different word list Kali Linux has. So double click and this opens up, and you just need to extract the rocku.txt. It will give you a command asking you that you can just press Y, and the rocku.txt will get extracted from the rocku.txt.gz. Then you just need to use the rocku.txt and make sure that you just need to make sure that the password is present in that file. So just hit paste, select paste to clipboard, and we are using AirCrackNG to crack the handshake capture file. Our handshake capture file is Wi-Fi capture 01.cap. So the rocku.txt is present in user, share, word lists, and rocku.txt. So you can go ahead to the file system. You can go ahead inside the user folder. You can go to share. You can scroll down where you'll get the word lists file. Yep, here we have word list. So rocku.txt, I think rocku.txt is around 133 MB, and it is so many bytes. So yeah, you just hit open, and it will take a while to open the file because it has a lot of text in it, and let's just wait for it to open. So the Wi-Fi adapter might scan for 2 gigahertz and 4 gigahertz, and it is based on the the capability of the Wi-Fi card. So the document is opening. Let's wait for it to open. Okay, once it is opened, only if the Wi-Fi password is present in this set of words, or in this set, it will get cracked. If it is not present in this set, it just does not crack the password. So that is one of the disadvantages in brute force or dictionary attack. So let me just give it a try and hit enter. So it says 0.8%. It says 1 hour left. So let it run for a while, or let it run for 1 hour. So it will try all the combinations of encryption, and it will try to crack the password. So if you're lucky, it might work. So if you're not lucky, it just won't work. So for testing purposes, I just changed the password to SpongeBob, and let us see if it cracks. So yeah, I'll just wait. So if it cracks, the password is present. If it does not crack, you can use different kind of word list. You have DNS map, or you can create your own word list, and you can just start the dictionary or the brute force attack. So you have so many other word lists right here. You can keep trying all of them. So it says 4 minutes and 20 seconds started. Okay, I'll just pause the video and get back once it's cracked. So yeah, this is how you do it. So we just finished around 2%, but it will take a lot of time to crack password, and it has to try all the combinations. But I have gone ahead and changed my Wi-Fi password in the TP-Link router settings. I just kept SpongeBob. I think it'll take some time for it to figure it out. So I think it won't be updated. I think the password won't be updated in the TP-Link, but for testing purposes, you just can change your password to 12345 or SpongeBob or something else which is present in the raw queue text, or you can just type password as password and try to run this attack. So yeah, this is how you use dictionary or brute force attack. And yeah, this is how you crack a WPA2 password. And I'll see you in the next video. Let us take a look at Phone Wi-Fi Cracker, a tool for wireless network security testing. Phone Wi-Fi Cracker is a security auditing and penetration testing tool designed to find and exploit vulnerabilities in wireless networks. It is used primarily to identify and crack Wi-Fi passwords, allowing penetration testers to gain unauthorized access to a network. The tool can detect and display access points, clients, and the corresponding encryption types such as WEP, WPA, and WPA2. Once a target is identified, Phone Wi-Fi Cracker attempts to perform various attacks, including dictionary and brute force, to crack the password. While powerful for testing network security, its use is legally restricted to authorized security audits and penetration testing engagements only. So, turn on your Kali Linux mission and let's start to use Phone Wi-Fi Cracker. So I've turned on the Phone Wi-Fi Cracker from the top left corner. Go ahead and search Phone Wi-Fi Cracker. I'm in my root account, so it has the root written right here. So double click on it and wait for 2 seconds. It will open. So this is the interface of Phone Wi-Fi Cracker, and it just asks if you need a professional version and hit no. I don't want a professional version now. So to use this, you will need to be connected to your Wi-Fi card, which is Etheros external Wi-Fi card, which supports monitor mode. So with this attack, you'll know how important a Wi-Fi password is. So the length of the Wi-Fi password should be at least 10 to 15 letters or 20 digits long, and it should be filled with special characters and numbers and all of such codes, and it should be filled with upper and lower case both the alphabets, so that it will be very difficult to crack. So once you select the WLAN 0 interface, it just goes ahead and enables the monitor mode automatically. So this is just a graphical user interface without using the terminal. So hit on scan for access points. So it will go ahead and scan all of the networks around us. So I have already enabled the monitor mode. In this video, we will be taking a look at how to use the software, but I will not be cracking my password. You can go ahead and try to run the word list on your Wi-Fi. If you double click here, it shows which kind of attacks you want to try, and it shows the specific channels. It says WLAN 0 mode activated monitor mode. Automatic scan to all channels is default without X term. So it says us to specify certain channels. Hit OK, and you can take a look at the WPA and the WEP. Wi-Fi equivalent privacy is enabled by none of the Wi-Fi's around. Even I have disabled WEP, which is very bad which is very the encryption is very weak. So it says 150 detected, and key entries is where you get the password. So key database, no entry is detected. I'll just double click on this, and here are the list of Wi-Fi's. I'll select my Wi-Fi right here. It gives us all of the details like virus. It gives us BSSID, channel 6, power which is -65, not bad. Encryption is WPA, supports WPS, but I have disabled WPS in my router settings. So yeah, you just need to select the word list, hit on browse, go to other location, go to computer, go to user. So this will only work if there is the password which is present in the word list, and this does not work if the password is not present in the word list. Click on word list and click on rawq.txt, but I have created my word list recently. So this word list has just one password, which is my password. So if I use this word list, it will definitely crack, but I'll try to use the rocky.txt. It won't crack, but this is just for the testing purposes, for the video purposes only. So once I hit attack, it goes ahead and sends the deauthentication package to capture the handshake, and it successfully and it will start the brute force encryption or the dictionary attack. Let us hit attack, and this is the clients which are connected. I have selected E2 A544. I think this is my phone, so I'll hit attack, and it's and the attack has been started. So it is sending deauthentication packets. So my phone is currently connected to the Wi-Fi, and once it captures the handshake, it will run the dictionary file against the handshake, and the password will be written here. So this is how you use a phone Wi-Fi cracker against clients, and make sure that you do not use this attack on any other Wi-Fi. So let us wait for it to happen. And yeah, so it has to deauthenticate. The last time I tried to run the attack, it was successful. So I've been playing a YouTube video on my phone, so this is my phone's MAC address. So I'll just hit pause and get back once the attack is done. So yeah, we are facing an error here, but it might work for you. So this is how you perform the attack. The last time I tried to use the dictionary attack, it worked. Okay, yep, it is working. So the clients the clients should be connected to the Wi-Fi network in order for it to capture the handshake. So if the password is present in the rocky.txt, it will be cracked. So you can take a look at the speed. It is trying all of the passwords, but my password is not present in the rocky.txt, so I have created a separate word list with just one password. So I just tried it, and it worked last time. So it will try all of the passwords. So the handshake is captured where the client was connected. So this is the client's MAC address. I don't know which phone is connected. So yeah, so it all depends upon the word list type. So yeah, if the password is present inside the word list, it goes ahead and cracks, and the key will be stored in the key database. It says no entries. So you can use different kind of word lists, or you can prepare your own word list using Crunch or any GitHub tool out there, or you can use ChatGPT and ask it to prepare word list for you. So yeah, I'll just stop the attack for now. So there has to be clients connected, and the client should be using a certain application which needs internet connection to capture the handshake. So I'll hit stop, I'll hit cancel, and if you want the key, if you crack the key successfully, it will be stored in the database. It says access point is the name, MAC address, it shows the encryption, the key, and the channel. The key is the most important thing. So yeah, this is how you use phone Wi-Fi hacker to crack a key. I recommend you not to use this against any other Wi-Fi's which you do not have permission to. I'll see you in the next video.